You have written the perfect script, recorded actors and chosen the best takes, created an edit that flows naturally, and you have acquired music that will support your vision just as you dreamt of it when you started on this journey. Now you might be asking yourself, how can I use the music most effectively? Our references for score are likely films and TV shows, visual mediums that have the benefit of images to guide the pacing of the music. We can imagine long nature shots with musical accompaniment and visual cuts that the music can be synced to. In audio drama, we have at our disposal pauses in dialogue, the rhythm of dialogue, and emotional cues from the performance. A track's volume fader can help unite music to all of these. Here is a short clip of dialogue I created.
And atop the mountain I could taste something bitter coming from above. A dull resonance that indicated things would never be the same.
In this clip, we have several pauses to work with. We have rhythm through the repetition of atop the mountain, and we have an emotional cue from the mystery of how a bitter taste could somehow be coming from somewhere in space. By breaking down these moments, we can come up with a plan for how to edit the music most effectively. Before editing music, it's a great idea to place a couple of music options in the general area and play them one by one against the dialogue to see what immediately feels in the right direction. I have 3 pieces here that I can audition.
And atop the mountain I could taste something bitter coming from above. A dull resonance that indicated things would never be the same. And atop the mountain I could taste something bitter coming from above. A dull resonance that indicated things would never be the same. And atop the mountain I could taste something bitter coming from above. A dull resonance that indicated things would never be the same.
This first option has a pulse, which adds excitement, but doesn't really speak to what the narrator is going through psychologically. The second option is moody and mysterious, probably perfect for this kind of scene, and the third option is a bit too ambiguous or neutral in tone. The first question we can ask is, when should the music come in? Let's look at our first pause in the dialogue right after the line, and atop the mountain.
And atop the mountain.
Having the music come in here gives the repetition of the phrase more power and sets the listener up for the very strange next line. This is a good spot. Now we can begin to use volume to our advantage. Let's set our track's fader to silence. Now we can open up the volume lane of the track and create a small fade during the pause. And now it is as if the music drifts out of the first phrase of dialogue and becomes more powerful with the second.
And atop the mountain I could taste something bitter coming from above.
And now what if we did the same thing on the next pause, but ramped the music up even more? This will give more weight to the next line. And now we can create a fade out at the end of the clip.
And atop the mountain I could taste something bitter coming from above. A dull resonance that indicated things would never be the same.
The line is a lot more powerful now. The final adjustment I might make is to record subtle movements of the fader using my hand. This is referred to as real-time automation. Every digital audio workstation will feature automation, and some such as Logic and Pro Tools offer multiple options. You don't need to worry about these yet, but for the sake of this example, I will use touch automation. Touch allows you to record adjustments to the volume, and when you let go, the volume goes back to where it was before. This is useful for this case because we already added volume fades to the music and don't want to record over our work. You can set the track to touch automation, then play back the track and use your mouse to very subtly move the fader in a manner that seems intuitive to you.
And atop the mountain I could taste something bitter coming from above. A dull resonance that indicated things would never be the same.
Now that sounds pretty good. While there are many other tools and techniques that can enhance the union between dialogue and music in audio dramas, volume is always a great place to start. You can download this Logic session with dialogue and music in the description below.